Jack Halal, Declan Hickey, Chuck LaRossi, 38 and counting, episode 12. Jack's looking at drafts. He's somehow already out of frame on his camera. You know that's how it's going to work all day today. 4 in a row for the Patriots. We'll get to that in just a bit. Jack, how you doing today, man?
Good. I'm good.
Good vibes?
Good vibes. Another win on Sunday for the Patriots.
Yep.
Good win, too.
Yep.
Maye was slinging it. Obviously, we'll talk more about it. But,
Right.
yeah, it was good vibes.
Declan, how you doing?
I'm good. Patriots top of the division, baby.
It's awesome to feel that way.
And watch a crazy ALCS Game 7 last night.
Wild
One
Game
of the
7.
craziest games I've watched.
I haven't
in a
been
while.
tapped into the MLB postseason because after the Red Sox got booted, I kind of just took some time to watch the Patriots because they were winning.
It was a fun series though to watch. Both those teams, the Mariners and the Blue Jays, were two of the best teams in comeback scenarios and just
to start off the top, obviously the Patriots took on the Titans.
Oh, you got it too right there.
That's right.
Holy,
Yeah.
wow.
Let me crush. 31-13 win over the Titans going into Tennessee, Vrabel's old regime. It was a week of talking about that and how important that was for Vrabel to be in a spot where he could win in a place that he used to call home. I want to ask you, Jack, your thoughts on the game and the 5-2 Patriots.
Game was good. Defense kind of started slow, kind of per usual, but obviously the second half they were lights out. Drake Maye was slinging it. He feels really comfortable in the pocket, I think. I honestly think that O-line has been doing a pretty good job, actually. Will Campbell's been pretty well, doing a pretty good job as well. So it's good to see. Obviously, run game was, it was sometimes, we had a 10-yard run or something, but, it's something that I think Vrabel's going to have a point of emphasis on this week and kind of hopefully get going. I do want to see Henderson hold the rock more and, run the ball more. I think he could be really good if he has more time, but other than that, I think, the one thing I want to say about the Patriots is I think Drake May's just got to slide more. It's, again, a lot of quarterbacks nowadays take hits. I do understand that, but I don't know. It was scary when he hit the turf and he got up a little woozy. That was a little scary. But he'll be fine. I think he's a smart guy. He knows what to do. But I think he even mentioned it. I got to slide more.
I mean, the one thing for me on that end of the QB hits is that when you are the team, the Matriots, you don't take hits like that. I mean, and I know.
So you're saying slide, okay?
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I know. Josh on that sideline was probably super livid seeing him go into the tent, and they got nowadays up top by where Stretch is sitting, Vrabel's right hand man up in the box. They have a little a buzzer. They buzz the quarterback's helmet, be like, you got to go to the tent.
Well, it's funny because Drake Maye was ready to play again, and the ref was like, "No, you're out."
Yeah.
So something happened.
I mean, you have to look, especially with the guy that is quite literally the entire team.
Yeah.
It's trending that way. Just your thoughts before we get into the game a little bit more and the offense and what we've seen from the team.
Just on the Drake Maye thing? On
the team win and being in Tennessee and.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. Great win. I mean, it was kind of obvious that it was gonna happen. I wasn't really surprised. It was kind of a weird start to the game though. They kind of I thought they were gonna be on the front foot the whole time, but it took a little time, but it happened. Yeah, obviously the Drake Maye thing was a little scary. You're like, oh no, he's in the 10. You're like, oh no, is this gonna? And then Josh Jacobs makes some throws, which he wasn't too bad, but I wouldn't want him playing the whole game.
No, yeah. I just think this Pats team, to do a little synopsis of what I've seen offensively is, they're taking their shots, and Drake is quite literally the highest efficiency rating for a deep ball in the NFL.
Yep.
And I knew that coming into him being drafted that he'd be a guy that wanted to take shots, and he said it in post game. He said, "I'm not a check down Charlie." So. When you hear that from your quarterback, he's going to want to take shots. And I think Kayshon Boutte has stepped up. A lot of reporters, Mike Giardi, who was the same guy that had the line stunk about the receiving core a couple seasons ago, just talked about the maturity. Boutte's been here through 3 regimes. And it doesn't seem like he has because, he's buried in the depth chart, but he's just changed his character. At LSU, a guy that, honestly had character issues coming into the NFL.
Oh, yeah.
And I think he's matured a lot, even through the gambling that happened early on in his career.
Yep.
And it just seems like he's a team first guy, but it also shows you the talent level that Booty plays with. And Campbell talked about it in preseason, their relationship and being at LSU together. And I think there's a sense of camaraderie with this team that Kayshawn and the rest of the team has bought into. And Vrabel talked about it. Maye talked about hosting a dinner. His wife had cooked up some food for the offense. Marcus Jones on WEI on the afternoon show, talking about the fact that defenses, they get together in subgroups to DBs, the linebacker, like that when that stuff's happening outside of football, good things happen. You want to win for your brother. It's no longer about winning for a teammate.
Yep.
I want to ask you, Declan. Defensively, obviously started slow.
Mm-hmm.
What are you seeing from this defense week by week under Zach Kerr?
They just look like better and better. Obviously I think the secondary's played like really well. They've been like one of the best I've seen in like a while. Like Marcus Jones is so good at just like breaking up passes. He's just been like so good at that. It's been insane. He's also been insane on that and like special teams as well. But that's like another story. But yeah, like the linebacker core has played so much better compared to that week 1 game, and this defensive line, this team doesn't even have like a real like edge rusher yet that we like talked about last week, and like guys like Milt Williams are breaking through, guys like Harold Landry breaking through. It's been a crazy like front seven, and the secondary's been played very well, even though. That they had some hiccups in that game to start. That deep ball was in DK on Tennessee. But other than that, like the defense has been like phenomenal.
So the consensus around the NFL and the media is that Drake is a top 5 quarterback. The one person who has disagreed on that is Cam Newton.
Cam Newton
on First
Yep,
Take.
I saw that,
And maybe it's just the cool thing to do because there's no one's giving that take. And for Drake, that's the guy he looked up to his entire life. And I don't know, maybe put a little flame under the guy. I don't know. Drake doesn't show a lot of emotion. It's not really his thing. But for me with this team, I'm super excited to watch this team every Sunday, and it's strange to feel that way after 4 straight seasons of just being extremely mid. And I think that's a exciting thing. I love how there's no expectations, but each and every win adds expectation.
Mm-hmm.
Each and every win adds people putting you in conversations of being in the playoffs.
Yep.
And we're now locked in a 93% chance of making the playoffs. I mean, if you told me that in the offseason, I would have not agreed or thought it was going to happen. More importantly, though, Drake Maye is Jack, you're like halfway on the screen.
Oh,
Drake Maye is like quite literally the entire team.
Yep.
Yeah.
And like it's the truth of the matter. No coach will say that. No player will say that. I mean, when Dobbs went in and Drake was out, I had a awful internal fear of him getting a concussion and us losing out on playing Cleveland at home with Drake at the helm.
Yep.
So that's a big thing about keeping him healthy. And I think it'll be a big part of this week of practice. When you win 4 in a row, every team is looking to knock you off.
Yep.
And there's 3 other teams that have won 4 in a row right now. But I'm saying every team is looking to knock you off. Cleveland's got a top 3 defense.
Yeah.
They're number 1 in rushing the quarterback.
Yeah.
Number 3 in pass defense. I mean, this is a big game for Drake. And and I think they're gonna be in a spot where we'll talk about predictions later where Drake is gonna have to carry this win, and he's done that.
Mm-hmm.
He did it in Buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
The defense played well in Buffalo, but that final drive to set up the field goal, Andy Borregales, who's been money ever since that Dolphins game.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that comes with a funny anecdote about that, him talking about having phone calls with Gostkowski, which is just getting mentored by one of the greatest kickers in Patriots history up next to Adam Vinatieri. I think they're starting to jive. I think they've figured it out. They've all bought in. And they've all bought in when every player says the same mantra. People call it coach talk, but it's the same, we take every week the same. And when do you have Diggs buying into that? I mean, we were all questioning what this guy was going to be like in the locker room.
Yeah.
What has he done for this locker room, you think, Declan?
Like, it's just like been like such a difference between last year with Mayo compared to him like now. It's just been like such a difference because even though it's weird to say, even though like Mayo like was a former player himself, I feel like Mike Vrabel was like understands players as he was one like more than Mayo did. I also think because there was just kind of like just weirdness happening between behind the scenes of Mayo. It's like no one really knew that he signed a secret like head coaching deal
Right.
after Belichick, which like I think some people like the players on the surface were fine with it, but I think maybe deep down there were like other issues that like maybe like they didn't fully like believe in him, even though I know they say they would. But I think Vrabel's kind of changed the idea because I think Mayo brought new ideas, but you kept the same mantra as Bill Belichick, while Vrabel kind of has changed it up for the better, and I think it's just improved the mood and just improved like the overall play in general.
I generally believe, and I think everyone will agree with me on this, like regardless as to what kind of guy he was and what kind of player Gerard Mayo was for the organization. I mean, it was lackluster communication. It was an embarrassment every week to listen to the radio and hear him backtrack on basically everything he had said the week prior. He's not a head coach yet, and I don't know if he ever will be. But you know, not everyone could be a head coach. And I think he takes a lot of the criticism to heart. His wife obviously has posted a lot on social media, especially after that Week 1 loss against Las Vegas. I get it. You get fired by the team that promised you a future. But I don't know. I'm not saying he takes it to heart. I'm saying more or less like what it seems like from the outside looking in because of what his wife was posting on social media.
Yeah.
You know, I think, and to go to you, Jack, I think, you know, how much does the culture change when you have a quarterback, like you have a legitimate, like that changes everything.
It's huge. It's huge. I mean, you know, again, like we obviously saw what Drake Maye was capable of doing last year, but again, there was no chemistry or spark between the offense coordinator with Drake Maye last year, or even Gerard Mayo. Like there was no communication. You know, you see Vrabel always going up to him after a touchdown or a 3-and-out or whatever it is. He's always patting him on the helmet. He's you know,
there's something
hands on his
being
knees.
said.
Right.
Right.
And it's huge, right? And again, like I think if you have a young guy like that who everyone is kind of like leaning on, and you have a coach like Mike, it's just the chemistry's huge in professional sports. And when you have when you have that going, it's everyone plays for each other. And so many players. I think Milton Williams and Spillane said it when they signed here in the offseason. I think they said something along the lines of, "We signed here because of Coach Vrabel. You know, we want to play for Vrabel." And that goes a long way, again, especially on the defensive end. And again, what I personally, and again, you guys might not like or care about this too much, but what I personally like about Vrabel is, and I see it every game after they win, he's always outside the locker room, high-fiving the players, hugging the players, saying "great job, way to be." Like it's almost like college coaches do that as well, and I think the young guys really appreciate that. Even the guys that aren't playing, you know, Vrabel hugs them, says "great job," like "great team win." And again, it really does go a long way for the young guys and even the veterans, saying, "Okay, you know, this guy wants us to succeed, and he cares about our record." So it's huge. It's huge.
I think for me, hearing just the entire staff rally around the guy, and there was a lot of talk around the the staff when it came to what the staff was going to be like. My biggest, I think, regret, or my biggest thing I look back on and say, well, I was really wrong on that, was the hiring of Todd Downing as a receivers coach. I thought it was the worst hiring out of the entire, resume of what Vrabel was looking for. And I was completely, utterly wrong. I think he has meshed and gelled with this receiving group. I think he has changed the mentality of what a Patriots receiver, what it means. And I also think the play on the field is indicative of what the coaching staff has done, especially to a guy like Kayshon Boutte, who was incredibly raw for years, and now he is an X threat in the NFL. I mean, he is downfield. He is, to me, when we were talking about when Tom Curran, right, NBC Sports Boston, who said that he still doesn't believe Maye is the quarterback, which is him just not being able to backtrack his take on J.J. McCarthy being the right pick there.
He said that still like
he still thinks McDaniels is a big part of
after
this.
the Tennessee game. He said that.
Yeah, he still thinks that. I mean, he says Drake's great and he says he's been awesome, but there's still that. He's not that he's saying JJ should have been the pick, but he did say that in the past. He still puts a lot of Maye's success on Josh McDaniels. He puts a lot of it, but that's where I don't agree. I know Josh has been great scheming, but he's not throwing the football. Mm-hmm. Drake's throwing the football. This guy is the team. Mm-hmm. But Tom Curran was talking about. Where was I going on this with Tom Curran?
The wide receiver,
yeah,
like a booty, and then you said Curran.
Yeah, and Curran was up in arms about this group and what he saw in practice and what the whole vibe was on this group. And every reporter said that the group looks bad and they're not jiving well, whatever. Like the entire media sphere going into the season was just telling us that this team looks exactly like they have in the past. And then as soon as the team starts winning, what's the immediate reaction from the media? They're not playing good teams. You play who's in front of you.
Right.
There's nothing you can. We played the Bills. What did we do? We beat them. Mm-hmm. Right.
The Bills are a good team.
That's what I'm saying. You should have beat the Steelers. Awful game. You turned the ball over 5 times.
The Raiders.
The Raiders game, sloppiest week 1 game.
But the Steelers also have a positive record.
That loss is looking worse and worse for us.
100%.
Shut out.
Yeah, but it's just like you play sloppy, you lose games.
Yeah.
And when you make Drake Maye, like I feel like it took McDaniels 1 game to realize I should not be making Drake Maye hit checkdowns every drive. Drake Maye has the ability through the air to get you a first down every single throw. Like it's ridiculous.
I think it's important to say, and again, it's going back to the kind of the if factor, and I don't like doing the if factor because again, it's in the past, so it's not really relevant. But I think it's a kind of a thing to bring up, a topic to bring up. Can you imagine we had Drake Maye under center, and then obviously we had our 3 of our stud receivers were we have Booty, and then we kept Bourne and Thornton, and see what obviously look what they're doing with their other teams with Bourne on the Niners and Thornton on the Chiefs. Like if we kept those 2 guys, like obviously they didn't pan out with Belichick, and people didn't know what they could have done. But
I don't really want to interrupt you on those 2, but like Tyquan Thornton's not a good wide receiver. He just has Patrick Mahomes. Like I think that's really like.
I think not to cut you off now, but I think the room was too deep. And
but I just don't think he's that good.
No, I agree. I think Tyquan Thornton was an awful pick, but I'm saying I don't think.
I think he's better than he is now.
Okay, whatever.
Sure.
I think the room we have right now is too deep.
Too deep, yeah.
My least favorite receiver is Matt Collins, but the room is too deep. I think Matt
Do you
Collins.
mean the running back?
That's right. I think Matt Collins deserves a spot over Kendrick Bourne and Tyquan Thornton. That's why he made the team.
Yeah.
He has there's more of a value there.
Yeah.
KB was never going to be here. He's old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter to me. Tyquan Thornton, awful pick.
Yeah, like
that was not going to pan out.
He's decent now, but he was not deserved to be
right. I mean,
pick.
you could, if you want to do an if, we should have drafted Ladd McConkey over Jalen Polk.
Yeah, that's the
what
big
the hell. That's Elliott Wolf. I'm not getting into that. Elliott Wolf is not going to be here next season.
I just want to say one thing that actually you guys
Sure.
I think are going to be on the same page as me. I don't know why I brought that up. That was bad.
That's whatever.
But look. Obviously, I'm stoked that the Patriots are winning. They're playing great. They're playing good football. The defense is
here. It comes.
The defense is playing really good.
Oh God.
Drake Maye's obviously proved me wrong in every facet of the game.
Right.
But I would be lying to you guys if I said I wasn't worried about what Quinshon Judkins can do to this defense. I mean, look, he's playing great. He's playing really good, and I think, if he gets past Milton Williams on the line, I think he's kind of gonna be.
Can I interject?
Yeah, go ahead.
He's not going to get past Milton Williams.
Yes, he's not going to.
When you have the second best rush defense in the NFL,
yeah,
and you're playing a good rush offense, I guess.
I'm only scared of the Browns.
Gabriel?
Yeah. Like I'm only scared of the Browns defense. I'm not scared of Dylan Gabriel.
Yeah.
Well,
I
mean, I didn't say Dylan.
No, you said Quinshon Judkins, and I get that, sure. But I just think this front seven and the linebackers, who Robert Spillane has shit in my mouth after the first 2 weeks of the season. I really think this is going to be another one of those. Everyone's going to say, knock them off, good defense, whatever. We're going to get to our predictions, but I genuinely have I was saying this morning, but to myself, listening to WEI while I was brushing my teeth. Like, I'm so confident in this defense.
Yeah.
I've been confident in this defense from week 1, even though they lost those 2 games. I just think the staff there has improved so much since last season. I am so confident. Same.
Kerr's also just done such a good job. Of just,
Exactly, and as
taking that role.
I'm as confident in Zach Kerr as I have been in Doug Marrone as our offensive line coach. And the Patriots and Mike Vrabel have staffed this team like a competent NFL team.
Yep.
They have 2 assistants under Doug Marrone because Doug Marrone's an older guy. Doesn't mean he'll be retired next season, but I'm saying they have staffed 2 assistants there that they better not lose because this offensive line, despite what you read on whether it's every single player let up a sack or a hurry this past game, if you look at the improvement from last season, the time in the pocket, the pass protection, there has been so much improvement around this team where I feel super confident, especially against a guy like Quinshon Judkins, to play him at home. They need to be better at home. They've been saying that all season. Yep. They have not been great at home for years. I mean, that's not Vrabel's fault. That's not whatever. It's the organization's fault for putting them in a position to not be good at home. The tickets are $200. The cheapest ticket tomorrow is $253.
Dumb.
You know? We're 5-2.
Yep.
This team is good.
Yep.
You know, I just think. I know there's a lot on Judkins' shoulders. I know there's a lot on Maye's shoulders. I think this team has the ability to win in a position like that.
Yeah. I think like Judkins is obviously a really good player. You know, he's like one of the better running backs to come out of this draft with him, Henderson, and like Hampton.
Right.
Or like, but I think obviously like what Chuck said, like our like rush defense is so good, and our front seven has just been so phenomenal against the run. You know, they definitely be better like against the pass, but it's Dylan Gabriel. But I think the game like will be close though, just because of how good that defense is for like Cleveland. You know, they definitely got some confidence from that game versus the like Dolphins last week. So I think this game will end up being like close.
You brought up the no TreVeyon, and you brought up the fact that he's got to be incorporated more. Ramondre had his best game of the season. I think it was like 88 yards or something, 85 yards and a touchdown. You know, Ramondre's been fine. He seems to be carrying the ball much better than he has. You know, still fumbled a ton this season, but whatever. I don't think that the staff sees TreVeyon as a jiving running back right now. I don't think he's there yet. It's unfortunate. You know, when you the way that what I'm hearing from like, you know, listening to the radio and listening to these reporters talk about what they see at practice is the fact that he's not the college readiness is not transferring, you know. Like you saw it, I think where you saw it the most was when Drake got sacked and he was in pass pro. He like looked left to right and he just turned around and Drake got sacked. Like that. Yeah. That's the college brain not transferring. Right. And I think, you know, and I feel bad for the guy because he's an ultra competitor, you know, and Terrell Jennings came in and he popped a couple good runs, you know, in the Saints game towards the end, or the Saints game and then the Titans game towards the end. Was that this game? Yeah, it was this game when he came in and Josh Dobbs was that quarterback, like, and we had, you know, the backup lineman in. But I'm saying like Terrell Jennings has been great as solid as a third back, not great, but I'm saying, you know, taking the Gibson role away. And, you know, TreVeyon, the fact that he wasn't getting snaps at the end of the game was a little worrying to me because it's like, well, it's the end of the game. And Terrell Jennings isn't over you, and you had 4 snaps all day. I think he's just not there yet. I think it's going to take some time for him, but he's going to be a good player. There's no shot in hell he's not a good player. Yeah. I mean, there's a reason why they took him. They want him back for the future. He's incredible at Ohio State. He's got burst speed, breakaway speed like nobody else. I thought it was going to come quicker to him. It's week 7. It really hasn't, you know.
Which is okay.
Right.
You know, but again, I'm just a little worried because obviously guys want to play. And I just don't want Henderson to, you know, maybe this over the course of this year and who knows what happens in the offseason. Obviously, I'm saying he's going to stay for now. But what I'm trying to get at is, like, I don't want him to be like, oh, I want to go somewhere else and ball out, you know, and obviously leave and play really well and say, oh, like, we had this guy. That's kind of my fear. I don't think it's going to happen.
I mean, rookie contracts in the NFL, they stay out their entire rookie deal. But it's just like he's not that type of person, I believe,
I agree.
To be in a spot like that. I think
he's a team first guy.
He's a team first. You know, he's one of those, like, you know, big Jesus guy. So it's like, you know, that's when you got a big Jesus guy on your team.
Like just you know, appreciate
well, like he's also got that one clip.
Yeah.
But no. But I think you have a point. Like, I think he's like I'm grateful for this chance. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So
you know who it is bad for? My fantasy team.
It is.
That's who it's bad for. I picked TreVeyon Henderson like an idiot, I guess.
Everybody picked him in like the third or second.
Yeah, that was me.
After his first play as a
Yeah, it's true.
as a professional was.
I got clowned on for taking Jameer in the first.
That's crazy.
I got clowned on for taking.
I took Jameer with the third pick.
He hit 22 miles an
So
hour.
I took him over Saquon, and I was just like, I thought that there was, and I got clowned on, and it was been a good pick. But I'm 0-6. But anyways,
I am 2-5.
yeah, I'm terrible.
5-2.
Wow, you drafted well. I don't have a quarterback. I mean, Daniel Jones is my quarterback. Anyways,
I have Drake Maye.
predictions on this game against the Browns. I think I said a 50 burger for this last week. They couldn't get there after a slow start. I think if they started fast, they could have scored like 42 points.
Yeah. They
scored 31. Anyways, remember when like 20 was like we couldn't hit 20 points on the game? Now we're like getting to the 28s, the 30s. It's awesome. Thank you, Josh. Thank you, Drake. No, reverse that. Thank you, Drake. Thank you, Josh. Drake and Josh. But
great show.
Wow. I think this Patriots team is gonna come back to Gillette and they're gonna win 35-17.
Wow, you think it's not that close?
I think they're gonna win 35-17. That's my score prediction.
You think about 35 on the Browns defense?
I think they're gonna put 35 up, and Drake's gonna continue to be in that MVP conversation as he has been all season. He has 14 touchdowns passing right now. Right? Is that correct? 16 total.
I don't know.
Check on that, Jack. Check on that. What's Drake's stats right now? 14. I think 14 touchdowns.
Let me go my prediction then. Well,
Get your prediction now.
I'm gonna go under 30. I'm gonna go like 28. I'll go 28-20.
28-20.
I feel like we're gonna score a touchdown and they'll get like a garbage time touchdown. Where like they'll be down 13 the whole time, and they'll get some garbage time touchdown.
So right now this year he has 12 touchdowns, 2 interceptions.
12. Is that updated?
Is
that updated?
It says he has 1,700 yards, 75% completion.
How many rushing touchdowns?
2.
Yeah.
So 14 total.
Hold on.
Was I reading it wrong? I mean, it says 2025 passing.
What do you
on
reading
ESPN,
on?
it could be not updated, but it's after this Titan game. It's what it's.
Go to Football
Is that
Reference.
really what?
Go to Football
I
Reference.
thought he had 14. I thought maybe I was bugging.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Well, it might be like 14 total.
I could definitely be wrong.
Along with the rushing
No,
touchdowns.
he's got 15.
Okay.
So it's not updated.
So it was prior to this. Okay.
Yeah, that's not. He's got 15 on the season, which is.
15 passing touchdowns, 2 rushing touchdowns.
Wait,
or
no,
3?
he doesn't have 15. He has 12.
Okay, so I was right.
Yeah, he has 12. We're
Okay.
bugging. We don't know numbers over
Yeah,
here.
we don't know how to read.
So yeah, 12. He had 2. Yeah, 10 on. Yeah.
Tied for 8th at 12. Like that's damn good, man.
Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, 35-17. I think that Drake's gonna throw 3. I think he's gonna, unleash. They're gonna schematically figure it out. He's got the 28-20 win over the Browns.
Which is basically 20-13. It could go either way.
Garbage time.
I was gonna
touchdown.
say 27-17 Patriots.
I think they're just gonna light it up. I think they're gonna find, and the last 2 matchups with them, it's been awesome because they've just found a way to light the crap out of the Browns up, which is fun. And I think Drake is gonna light them up and maybe move their rank down. I think it's gonna be a fun game to watch.
Yep.
Make it 5 in a row.
Yeah.
Looking ahead, as we usually do here on 38 and counting, Falcons. It's gonna be a really good game.
That will be.
Bijan's incredible.
Yeah.
We have a really good rush defense. I guess we'll see what that is like against Judkins, and then I'll make my decision on what it's going to be like against Bijan. Bijan's obviously on another level, but I think it's going to be interesting to see that.
Yeah. Then the
And
biggest
then
game.
the Bucks game, which is probably going to get slotted to Sunday night Fox, because they'd be stupid to not. Baker versus Maye.
You said Sunday night or Fox?
Sunday night Fox,
NBC.
because it's Sunday night. It has to be NBC.
Yeah.
With the broadcast rights.
Yeah.
They can't do like a 7 p.m. start on Fox. That doesn't happen. I believe that happens. 7 p.m. starts don't happen on Fox.
I don't think so.
Really?
I don't think so. Are you thinking of the
What?
Monday night doubleheaders? Is that what you're thinking of? Because those
Maybe.
are at 7.
There's no Sunday nights. They're all NBC.
Yeah.
Because they have the rights for that.
Yes.
They should flex it into like a 425 or something.
Yeah,
if
like
it's
that.
not-
Like it'll be like America's Game of the Week.
Yeah, some shit like that. Have Brady on the call. That's the most important thing. You can't do Sunday night or flex it to Monday. Do Monday night.
I would do Sunday Night Football for that week, but
But
like
if Brady's
That
not
is
there.
ridiculous. Like they can't put NBC anywhere else.
Well, no, they have rights to Sunday night.
True.
yeah, they just
So they've had rights for Sunday night.
Years. Yeah.
for you.
1,000 years.
Literally.
Yeah. Yeah, that's going to be a big game. Obviously, Mike Evans broke his collarbone. He's out for the entire season.
Which sucks.
Stinks for him. I think it's a massive blow. They do have Igbuka.
Big fan of Mike Evans.
Huge. Everyone's a Mike Evans fan.
Yeah.
Igbuka, is going to have to step up in that role. Chris Godwin's still kind of in and out.
Yeah, his knees. are just-
Yeah. So, they're a good team. Bucky Irving probably be back by then. Baker had a kind of a pooper last night. So
I like that whole Buccaneers team.
right. So I'm
the turnover bad.
I'm just
turnovers.
thinking about walking into Raymond James Stadium
looking at that pirate
with
ship.
a 7-2 record.
That'd be insane.
Like that'd be insane. Like you'd have to, you're just waiting to lose at that point. Like you're gonna have to drop. Like if you keep winning, like who's gonna, what. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That loss is gonna sting because like we're still on a roll right now. So I don't know what that's gonna be like. Who knows what the Ravens game is gonna be like? Especially they might just be out of it completely with 5 losses.
It depends.
Right. So
I
looking
think
ahead,
Lamar will come back for them, but
yeah.
I don't know. what the
Looking
deal
ahead, we
is.
shall see. But again, take it 1 week at a time as we have been, and continue to predict wins.
Yeah, sure.
Moving on now to the Celtics, who open tonight.
No.
Tomorrow. Tomorrow night.
Let me spot you on that.
Let me check. I got it.
Because tonight the 2 NBA games are really good tonight. It is Rockets at Thunder.
10:22 is their first game
Tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Yeah. No, but like I said, Rockets versus Thunder. So obviously the Rockets versus the
The
defending.
Thunder are gonna beat the shit out of them.
Who?
Thunder's gonna beat the
I
shit out
don't
of
think
Houston.
so. I think
Kevin
it's a close
Durant's
game.
ankles are gonna give out in like a
That-
quarter.
That team for Houston's good.
I like Şengün, I guess.
Sengun Thompson's is gonna
Yeah.
be even better.
I guess. I think OKC handles them pretty well.
The other game's obvious. The obvious one that's been milked for years. Warriors at Lakers. It's just
Before we move to the Celtics, actually, now that you make that apparent,
this
Jack,
will be the last rendition. It could be the last rendition of the.
Of what?
what are you thinking here? Warriors Lakers game 1 for your guy LeBron on the Lakers.
I don't think he's gonna play. Isn't he out?
Yeah,
I think he's out for a couple weeks.
like a week and a half, 2 weeks.
Yeah, I think this should be his last year, in my opinion. He doesn't really have any more to prove, in my opinion. I mean, he's given the Lakers a title, right? It doesn't make sense for him to keep playing. Everybody knows my take on LeBron James. I just think after this year, you just hang him up and.
Have Bronny take the reins.
Well, he's not going to, but sure, watch your kids play.
You can't tell. That's the most embarrassing shit I've ever seen in my life, to make your front office draft your son. Who's
I agree.
Terrible at
I agree.
basketball.
Should I have it in the Bryce?
No, Bryce is good. I think he's
No,
gonna be
no,
good.
Bryce
Bryce can be a good
Yeah,
NBA
Bryce
player.
is good.
You think
Um,
he goes one and done for Arizona?
No, I think LeBron cares too much about school. Although,
No, I think he'll go 1 and done if he has a good year.
Yeah.
I think if he has a good year, he'll go 1 and done.
I don't think it really matters to school with them. I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
Go Friars.
Go Friars.
889. Okay, Celtics roster came out. It is a roster. It's one of the rosters of all time. Declan, you want to go through that? You got that teed up for me, or thought you'd be more prepared than this? You
That's
got to
what-
tee up everything for me. You know,
That's
if
what we're
if
doing.
I don't know something, you got to.
That's what we're
I'm the
doing.
stats guy, right? So I don't know schedules or, the 5 is looking like it's Pritch is going to be in the starting lineup. It's going to
Okay,
be
I got you.
Derek at the shooting guard.
Yeah. I'm on the depth chart, but I have the roster.
Sure, go through that roster for me.
You got Chris Boucher, which is obvious. Jaylen Brown, duh. Luka Garza, center.
Jesus.
Hugo's on the team, right? Yeah.
Yeah, is he not on the roster?
he is.
No, he is. Yeah. We got Ron
What number
Hopper
is he
Jr.
wearing? I'm sorry to ask.
He is
Like 92?
28.
28? That's a good number.
Luka Garza's wearing 52.
That's a good number as well.
Is it?
My friend Johan,
Okay, we got
CB.
Ron Hopper Jr. wearing 13. Not bad. We got Sam Hauser, Josh Minot 8. Not bad number.
Okay, Josh Minot taking the Kristaps.
Peyton Pritchard, Nemus Kada, Baylor Shireman, Max Shulga. Don't know how he's on the roster, but whatever.
Last guy on the bench.
Anthony Simons, Jason Tatum, Xavier Tillman, Jordan Walsh, Derek White, Amari Williams.
So the starting lineup to me, Jacko, it looks like it's going to be Peyton Pritchard, Derek White, Jaylen Brown, and then
Whatever you want at power forward.
probably Chris Boucher starting at power forward, and then Nemi at center.
I think it's gonna be like a lot of rotation between like a Boucher, like,
a massive rotation.
and,
You
like,
have to.
Josh Minot.
Yeah.
Amari Williams is definitely gonna get some
Yeah.
minutes at like center because he's kind of the only backup center. I think like Xavier Tillman's gonna get some minutes kind of off the bench, which he did look good though. Like in the like,
against who?
Hey,
Against.
hey, he
This
like
is
he did have a game
basketball
winner.
is the only game where
He did have a game winner.
I know, but basketball's the only game where I talk about skill the most. Like skill, it's all skill versus skill. Like you can't hide on the court. It's impossible.
Yeah.
It's all
I agree.
skill based. Like football is like, all right, this lineman picked me up. You know what I'm saying? Baseball, same shit. It's all skill based. Like it's just that type. Like
I think
Tillman is undersized. He's got no like great qualities as a center on the center. Gosh, on the floor.
Center.
Exactly. I mean, listen, who are they playing? This is how
Sixers.
I'm not tapped in at all. 76ers.
Which
it would suck to lose against the 76ers.
Which is also a question mark because they're just I don't even.
Yeah, who knows
like,
what
they're
that
a mess.
Yeah.
Which which Paul George are we getting?
Right. No, you're not getting a good one. I just want to say before I go to Jack and then you on this first game here, we'll spitball somehow. Who's gonna be your leading scorer this season? I think it's gonna be Derek White.
I think it's gonna be Jaylen.
I think it's gonna be Derek White too.
I think White will probably be in.
White's a bucket.
He'll probably be in like the 25, 26
He could be.
range. I think Jaylen will be in like the 24, 25 and a half.
Okay. So it's not by a lot for Derek.
No,
White.
not by a lot.
I think Derek
but
White might have his best season ever.
I think he will as well. And I also think, and something I want to revert on, I think Peyton Pritchard's going to be massive for that offense.
Yeah.
But defensively, a traffic cone. You know, like it's just, he plays a physical, but like if he's lined, okay, he is 6 foot, allegedly. Okay. He lines up
like
against
5'11".
any other guard, like a larger sized guard is like the Drew Holiday's of the world, 6'4", the 6'5". If he lines up against a 6'2" guard, he still looks super small.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, he's listed on here on ESPN at 6'1".
Yeah, he's not 6'1".
I don't think he's
I think he's
6'1".
like 5'11", 5'10". Legitimately.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't think it's too huge a deal though.
I think it's a big deal,
I mean, it
in
hasn't-
my opinion.
I think
mean,
size on defense is a big deal.
I mean, but it hasn't been for years with him. It doesn't really matter.
In rotation. I mean, what's that going to look like when you have starting minutes, right? Like,
I don't know if he's starting though.
I think he's going to start.
I think
over Simon. Simons looks really good.
I know, but I don't know. I don't know. We'll see starting lineup, but it's either going to have Pritchard the one. But if they're smart, I think Simons and Derek. I need everybody to pause and think about this before we move on to that. And I don't want to be like the guy that's like, let's change this shit up. But it's like legitimately, like when Jason Tatum is back in this lineup is disgusting. You're just missing a center. That's literally all you're missing. And the unfortunate thing is, if you want a center, you have to trade Anthony Simons.
Yeah.
Because Bam would be awesome
I
on
want
this
Bam
team.
so bad.
I think Bam would be fucking incredible.
I think Bam would be great.
But you'd have to trade Simons.
I think so.
Would you?
Yeah.
I think so.
What other pieces are there for the Heat to want? And if the Heat get Simons, they'll finally have Damian Lillard. It's the same exact player. Listen.
Yep.
I think Simons, because of the preseason, I agree with you. I think he might start.
Yeah.
And I think a Simons-White
tandem
is ridiculous. I mean,
Demon.
See, I think
that fits the Missoula style of play 100%.
you guys might laugh at my starting lineup or what it should be, but I think like
Oh no.
I don't know. Could you do something like a Pritchard, Simons, White, Brown, and then Williams? Like what would be bad with that?
Williams?
Not Williams.
So
Grant?
you talk about
No. I'm sorry. I meant Harper.
So
Just small?
So okay, but we were talking about we already talked
was too
about
small
like a
to play
Peyton
center.
Pritchard with the defense. Anthony Simons isn't that great of a defender either.
They're not. Both of them.
I agree.
That would just take the.
I agree. But again, dude, I mean, I don't know. Do you play Simons over Pritchard? It's a decision
Because
to make.
Pritchard's been here. That's the whole thing.
Are we
is-
putting Jaylen Brown at the 4 though? That would be bad.
yeah, he's too small for that. I don't
He's
think he.
too small. Like he can't.
I think Tatum's the only guy that can play 1 through 5 on the floor.
No.
He has the entire season. But yeah, last season. Again, we're not going to talk about the Tatum thing because we all disagree on it, whether we talk about it or not. Whether if he's healthy or if he gets cleared or whatever. We'll see how it goes. Let's take it. Let's play by ear.
Yeah,
we'll see how
it's
that
a
goes.
big question mark.
It is.
To what will actually happen.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a chance that we knock this team off, and I think there's going to be a streak of games where they're going to win a lot. But I also think that no depth piece is going to kill some players on this team, and that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Fatigue happens. It's the NBA. But Tom Thibodeau, Tibbs, whatever, was at practice yesterday. He was probably telling everyone you got to be an Iron Man this season, right? Because that's what it's going to have to be. You're going to have to play a shit ton of minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's also been at a couple spots. He was at Phoenix.
Yep.
Was another spot.
And
maybe he'll get a coaching job. I think he definitely will get one.
I'd hope so. I kind of like the guy outside of being in New York. I kind of like him as a coach, but the fact that he was with the Knicks makes it.
I mean, this team's cheeks on paper.
On paper, yeah, it doesn't look great.
But
there's like seven.
who knows?
There's 7 good players on the team.
Yeah, but who knows?
6 good players.
There were really good signs of in those preseason games, which
I just need to see the pace.
I know it's preseason, but it's still a good sign.
Well, it's still a Joe Mazzulla coach team, right? So it's gonna be a good.
It's gonna be 3.
But I'm saying that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it's gonna be a mental. The team's mentality is not gonna be we're not good enough.
I think he's
to
gonna
play
change the
or
play style up a little bit because I think he's gonna have to because not everyone in the roster can just can just shoot.
I think when you're gonna see the Simons White time, I think a lot of pick and roll, a lot of
a lot of pick and roll,
a ton of it.
Simons,
way more ball movement. I
can
feel
Simons
like
pick and pop, a lot of that.
Simons kind of.
No, I'm saying more of you roll JB out there, make him an inside threat, and pick and pop your spots for
pick and pop. You can move him. You can move Josh Minnow in there.
Yeah.
Chris
So
Boucher.
I think there's gonna be a lot of rotations.
a ton of it.
Yeah,
and
there's gonna be a lot of
again,
subs.
the times where Garza's going to be playing, I'm going to turn the TV off. But it's it's unfortunate. When you see the depth on
He's
this
a
team,
liability.
that guy is a traffic cone on both ends of the ball. And it's crazy because there's a video of him signing the contract with Brad, and he seems to be in disbelief that he got another contract. He's just oh my, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity.
Well, at least one of our a Timberwolves pickups look good in Josh Minnow.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a fun watch. The fact that that's my expectation just shows you what I think of this team. So let's take it game by game, week by week, as we come here every Tuesday and speak on sports. Our predictions of the Pats game, we all got wins across the board. Talked a little bit about that Titans win, the win over the Titans. And, talk a little bit of Celtics here. And just to wrap it all up, put a bow on it, who do you guys have in this World Series between the Dodgers and the Toronto Blue Jays?
I unfortunately have the Dodgers going back-to-back, even though I
And
don't
how
want
many games?
I think 5.
Jack?
I have Jays in 6.
Jays in 7.
I don't think the Jays win. I just don't think they can beat
I
this.
I think they're
there's-
coached really well.
I think there's a comp there. I got either Jays in 7 or a full, complete Dodgers sweep
Yeah.
of just,
I don't know, man. These Jays bats are hot.
they are hot. They are
And
hot.
Shohei's the only one doing anything out west.
So, well,
Yeah, but the pitching for Dodgers are
It's good,
insane.
man.
it's crazy.
I also think
But
the
the
Celtics.
pitching for the Mariners was good too, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you want to do a prediction for the Celtics opener?
Yeah, we can throw that out there too. Just prediction city over here.
Yeah.
I'll go.
Yeah, I know.
I'll go. Celtics win 121
How we're doing the score.
to 113.
You go.
You-
I need to think.
And I think, sorry to cut you off, we'll do top scorer. I think Simons will be the top scorer. I think I have a 28-point night.
I think. Wait, so what? You said one.
Rain threes.
You said 121.
I said 121 to 113.
I'll go 115 to 107. Derek White leads the scoring.
Jack.
I'll go 125, 118 Celtics.
Close one.
Jaylen Brown, lead scorer at 31.
Excited to watch the game tomorrow. Excited to hear Drew again on the call.
Yeah.
And excited to watch my grandpa throw the remote at the television every time Luka Garza goes in the game. That's going to do it for us here at 38 Counting. Chuck LaRossi, Jack Law to my right, Declan Hickey to my left. We'll see you next week. Catch us anywhere and everywhere on YouTube, Spotify, and the TuneIn app. We'll see you next time.
Yes, sir.
Peace.